Members of South Dakota's congressional delegation are weighing in on the president's new tariff plan. Dakota Territory's Blake Trolley spoke with Senator Mike Rounds and Representative Dusty Johnson and has the story.
As what many are calling a trade war between the U.S. and other countries heats up, members of South Dakota's federal delegation are weighing in. Representative Dusty Johnson says he understands what the president is trying to do.
Clearly, there are countries that don't treat us well. Canada has not been great to American dairy. Mexico has not been great to American corn. You know, I'm not the world's biggest fan of tariffs as a long-standing part of the economic landscape.
China, a major buyer of South Dakota-grown soybeans, announced a 34% tariff on U.S. goods. Johnson telling me there are always going to be negative impacts of a trade war,
which is why I hope we move through this difficult time quickly. We know that in the last time we were in a trade war with China, it took about $2 off a bushel of soybeans. Maybe that doesn't sound like a lot, but we raise 250 million bushel of soybeans in this state every single year. That would be $500 million out of our state's economy. So I think the president's got a plan for how we use these as a tool. Let's work through these issues quickly. Let's get some more free trade deals so that we can sell even more soybeans.
U.S. Senator Mike Rounds saying he's hopeful the president can deliver better trade deals through tariffs.
But I think there's a limited amount of time in which he can get those results before folks will start to become nervous.
Rounds says he thinks the president's next step with the markets coming down is to clarify more details, including whether there are direct negotiations going on.
To start resolving some of those needed changes so that we can have some fair trade as well as free trade. I guess that's the first step. I think most people in South Dakota understand that they don't like to see the market drop, but most of them want the president to have an opportunity to change this around and to actually try to fix this over a short period of time. But I think they want to see results as well.
Rounds also touching on the newly announced Chinese tariffs on U.S. goods. Rounds pointing to the fact that the U.S. has not had a new trade deal with China in more than 4 years.
We're hoping that as we talk about these tariffs and negotiate with China and others, that they take into account the fact that we need to do a trade deal.
The South Dakota Soybean Association issued a statement, Dakota Territory News, saying it is urging the Trump administration to swiftly negotiate a Phase 2 agreement with China that addresses U.S. trade concerns and safeguards South Dakota communities from the potential consequences of a protracted trade war. Blake Trolley, Dakota Territory News.